Allergies. Woo! Oh boy. We gotta start doing cold opens for these. I feel like a nice little thematic intro would be... Did I not? Hang on. There we go. Gotta learn to play the trumpet or something. A nice thematic intro to each of these box breaks would be kind of cool. Or at least entertaining, I would hope. Ah, Justice Hunters. Very nice. Back to covering our usual latest and newest sets kind of craze. Alright, mostly hoping for canine cards out of this one, but we have been getting a bunch of the yummy stuff lately, so I wouldn't be upset if we kept getting more of those and we could just build out more of the engine or deck for that. Let's go ahead and see what we can get going here. Start off with the left side. Cupsy Yummy Way. Polymerization. Ooh. Rahu Dracotail. I think we need another copy of that. K9 00 Hound. Number 61 Volcasaurus. I forgot that it was a numbers monster. Piri Rice Map. Dracotail Horn. Very cool. A lot of good stuff here. A lot of good reprints as well. I'm surprised a bunch of cards are like also rares and super rares, so I'm liking that we're continuing that theme. Stuff like Cross Sheep. That happened with crossover breakers as well. What was that? Ragna Zero we pulled. Lalapo Yummy Way. Chronomally Vimana. Ooh, Yummy Surprise. Seem to get a lot of those copies. Cross Sheep. Sky Striker Mecha Hornet Drones. Behemoth, the King of 100 Battles. And Millennium Eyes Restrict. Very nice. Might splash a couple instant fusions on that Millennium Eyes Restrict. Be worth something to mess around with. Kinka BU. Another spirit monster. Very cool. K9 EW Special Release Experiment. Very nice. Overlay Booster. Nice for the K9s. Martial Metal Marcher. Oh, I thought it was Metal Cruncher. It's Martial Metal Marcher. Very nice. Ooh! First Ultra Rare is a Dracotail Lucius. Very nice. Dracotail Urgilla. And King of the Swamp. I think I already got a copy of her, so this gives us 2, which is nice. So if we get one more, we have the full play set. Starting off very strong here. Herald of the Arclight just got put to limited status. Unfortunate, but we can at least still run one, so Yummies aren't exactly down on their luck just yet. K9 LC Release Restraint. Woo! K9 17 Ripper. I think that gets us our playset. Very nice. Nash Knight. Jack in the Hand. Now that Obedience School is going down to 1, may want to splash in a couple copies of that. Gravity Controller. Dracotail Pan. Just something to kind of continue your searches or plays. Piri Rice Map also works. As I believe it's Cupsy Yummy that has 0 attack. One of them does have 0 attack, so it's a nice little searcher. You can just use Piri Rice Map, get him going, and then get your combo started off that. If you don't see your Obedience School in the opening hand, but you could also just Left Arm Offering if you want your 1 copy, so it's not the end of the world. Imperial Princess Quinquiri. Super Rush Recklessly. I just realized that's what is that? Raise of the Monarch getting whacked with a giant boar. Ooh. Super Rare Artifact Durandal. Very cool. Didn't know that was a super. Edge Imp Chain. Yummy Redemption. Chaos Xyz Nash Knight. And Behemoth, the King of 100 Battles. Very nice. Definitely like that Durandal. It's a nice little pull there. Yummy Amusement, Mignon. Dracotail, Goulamel. Ooh, another Canine 66B Lantern. That gives us 2 copies. Fright for Patchwork. Number 67 Paradise Smasher. It's the last weekend you can get this, or make use of this card, so get your dice rolls while you can. Where Art Thou? Interesting. It's worth a look at. Artifact Durandal. It's another searcher. Although that one you have to normal summon the card, but 2,000 damage isn't exactly the end of the world. Just be careful if you're playing Solemn Traps and your life points are getting spent pretty quickly. Jeez. Almost dropped this pack. So we have 1 Ultra so far. May as well... I'll put hers separately, just so... kind of organize here. There we go. Make it a little bit more uniform that way. Kinkabiu. Obedient Schooled. Well, at least we have plenty of copies now. Ooh, another Canine 17 Ripper. At least now that it's limited, but I don't really know any other decks I was running Obedient Schooled in, so I'll have to look into that. See what else, where else we could splash in our extra copies. Overlay Booster. Canine 00 Hound. Cookie Yummy Way. I think we have all of them now. Dracotail Pan. Definitely have playsets of all the Yummy Way stuff. Hey, Violet. Thanks for joining in. Say hi to the parrot for me. Canine EW Special Release Experiment. Cupsy Yummy Way. For some reason, I thought that was a hollow for a second. I mean, I think they can be hollows. Pulled 1. Ooh, another Rahu Dracotail. Should give us our playset. The Cross Sheep. Yummy Amusement. A Croaky. Probably butchered that. Dracotail Flame. Millennium Eyes Restrict. Very nice. Getting a nice blend of Canine and Dracotail for this box. Last time we were opening packs, we were getting a lot of Canine and Yummy, so hoping to see another Yummy Ultra. Super Rush Recklessly. Mysterion the Dragon Crown. This one has a new form, which I think is pretty cool. Yummy Redemption. Oops. Ah, jeez. Screwed that up. Number 67 Paradise Smasher. Cupsy Yummy. Okay, so did I say Cupsy Yummy was the 0 attack? Knew it. Dracotail Horn. Where Art Thou? So I was right. It was Cupsy. So there's your Puri Rice Map target, if you want to get that kind of going off. Just if you don't open up the Obedient School as mentioned, you can just go into that. Glad to hear Coco's excited for the Canine. Thank you, Parrot. Yummy Amusement Mignon. Chronomaly Vimana. Another Yummy Surprise. I see a lot of copies of this. So if you're looking for extra copies of Yummy Surprise, I always seem to get lucked out. So hopefully that's the same for everyone else. Sky Striker Mecha Hornet Drones. Nash Knight. Cookie Yummy Way. King of the Swamp. Do need extra copies of King of the Swamp, so I think we've really restocked up on our play sets, which I'm very happy for. All right, 2 more packs from the left side. Hopefully we'll scrounge up a few more Yummy cards. Canine LC Release Restraint. Lalapo Yummy Way. Another, oh wow, Canine 17 Ripper. We got a full playset from this box. Very cool. Martial Metal Marcher. Jack in the Hand. Puri Rice Map. Millennium Eyes Restrict. All right, let's end the left side on a strong note here. Dracotail Goulamel. Herald of the Arclight. Fright for Patchwork. Number 61, Volcasaurus. Whoa! No way. Well, there's our full playset of Lucius. We have a Starlight. Woo! Was not expecting that. Wow. All right, we're gonna... Sleeve, protect. All right. May as well do a spotlight on the effect here. So this is our Searcher, if normal or special summoned. Grab a Dracotail monster from deck to hand, except Lucius. Sent to the graveyard as material for a fusion monster. Set a Dracotail Speller Trap from deck. Oh man, that's so cool. All right, that's getting its own little pile. Wow, that's awesome. Behemoth, King of 100 Battles, and Gravity Controller. May as well move our piles around. Wow. Woo! We really did end the left side on a strong note. Was not expecting a Starlight. Well, I guess we are building Dracotails now. I kind of have some ideas for it, but we'll kind of look into it a little bit more. Polymerization, especially now that we have a full Starlight for the deck. Cupsy Yummy Way. Oh, number C102, Archfiend Seraph, also a holo. Number 67, Paradise Smasher. Sky Striker Mecha Hornet Drones. King of the Swamp. And Chaos Xyz Nash Knight. Archfiend Seraph. I don't think I've ever... Okay, Star Seraph Sentry is the original one. Let's return detached material from this card to target a face of monster opponent controls. Change that target's attack to 0, negates effects. If we destroy by battle, a card effect attached to materials instead. The last material is detached from this card. Burn your opponent for 1,500. Very interesting. So if I make my Star Seraph Sentry, I can just use a rank up to go into that. Obedient Schooled. Mysterion the Dragon Crown. Hey! K9X Werewolf. Overlay Booster. Yummy Redemption. Behemoth, King of 100 Battles. And Piri Rice Map. Very awesome. Very cool. I really like the artwork on this. This just looks so cool. Oh, whoops, wrong pile. All right. Keep the momentum going. Hopefully get a few more K9s. Lalapo Yummy Way. Yummy Musement Mignon. Yummy Musement Araquee. K900 Hound. Hey! Another Lalapo Yummy. Cookie Yummy Way. And Dracotail Urgula. Woo! How many? Okay. I think these are the two that I also had copies of, so that gets us 2 copies of both of those for now. So we're just missing the Cookie Yummy one. Which, okay, no. Cupsy Yummy, I think, has the funniest pose. He just looks like he's just stuck completely straight up. It just looks funny to me. But hopefully we can pull the Cookie Yummy as well. But considering I have 3 Ultras and a Starlight, I'm not really one to complain here. We've gotten a pretty loaded box. Chronomaly Vimana, Kinkaviu, a Rahu Dracotail. Getting a lot of playsets here. Very nice. Fright for Patchwork, Cross Sheep, Dracotail Horn, Millennium Eyes Restrict. Tend to see Restrict at the back of the pack. It's kind of funny, but that's 2 cards now we've gotten full playsets of. Very generous box here. We're getting all of our maximum copies, which I do like to run extra more than the average person in my deck, so this very much scratches a nice little itch for my deck building. Herald of the Arclight, Obedient Schooled, a Yummy Surprise. Is that also a playset? We're getting a lot of copies of it. Martial Metal Marcher, Edgem Chain, King of the Swamp, Where Art Thou? What is that, Outstanding Dog Marin in the card art? I'm pretty sure. Probably read this since I have so many copies. Activate one of these effects, but you can only use each effect once per turn. Target 2 light beasts you control and 2 your opponent controls. Bounce back to the hand. Nice, that's a quick play. Nice little interruption. Special summon a Yummy monster from hand or graveyard. Can't attack directly this turn. Turn a Yummy field spell from face of field or graveyard to the hand to place a Yummy field spell from hand or from hand face up on the field. Excuse me. Very nice. So switch out your field spells, Monster Reborn, or Disruption, almost. It is, in fact, quite the Yummy surprise. All right. Canine EW Special Release Experiment. Polymerization. I wonder what the EW stands for. Hey, a hollow Dracotail horn. Very cool. Nash Knight. Yummy Amusement Iroquois. Artifact Durandal. Gravity Controller. It's very nice considering we have a lot of the Dracotail spells and traps. Maximizing our hollows. Very nice. Kink Up You. Cupsy Yummy Way. Canine Forced Release. I think this gives us our playset now, which is very good. Sky Striker Mecha Hornet Drones, because Forced Release gets some disruption as well. You can destroy a card your opponent controls after you Xyz summon. Canine Double O Hound. Dracotail Urgula. And Dracotail Flame. We are maximizing our copies big time on this set. I think we just need to grab the Canine Ultra Rares and we're good to go. Imperial Princess Quinquiri. Canine LC Release Restraint. Ooh, a hollow Jack in the Hand. Cross Sheep. Fret for Patchwork. Chaos Xyz Nash Knight. Dracotail Pan. Definitely am going to be running more Jack in the Hands now that Obedience School is going to 1. So again, we're just getting hollow upgrades on a lot of our stuff, which can't complain there. Mysterion, the Dragon Crown. Lalapo, Yummy Way. Marshall, Metal Marcher. Woohoo. Number 61, Volcasaurus. Wait, was that a hollow? No. Okay, so the next one will be... Hey, Yummy Snatchy. It's the one I've been looking for. Woo! Puri Rice Map and Cookie Yummy Way. Very awesome. Maximizing on our yummy stuff. Oh, very cool. Dracotail Gulamel. Yummy Amusement Mignon. Another Canine 17 Ripper. Number 67 Paradise Smasher. Overlay Booster. Behemoth King of 100 Battles. And Artifact Durandal. What is that, our 4th copy of this box? I think I have 2 playsets at this point. Just keep grabbing copies of Ripper. I picked up one from Chupacabra Games because I figured, well, what are the odds we'll be able to pull a bunch of these? But I guess we were. We must have had some pretty good luck then. Super Rush Recklessly. Chronomaly Vimana. Ooh, another 66B Lantern. I think that gives us our full playset. Jack in the Hand. Edgem Chain. Dracotail Flame. Where art thou? All right, final pack here. Then we'll do our full wrap up on polls. Obedience Schooled. Mysterion the Dragon Crown. Another Werewolf. Canine X. Yummy Redemption. Yummy Amusement Iroquois. Chaos Xyz Nash Knight. And Cookie Yummy Way. Very exciting. All right, so we'll recap all of our supers, ultras, and then our Starlight. So we got Canine X Werewolf, Canine 66B Lantern, Canine 17 Ripper, Jack in the Hand, Canine X Force Release, Dracotail Horn, Yummy Surprise, Rahu Dracotail, Canine X Werewolf, number C102 Archfiend Seraph, another Canine 17 Ripper, Yummy Surprise, Rahu Dracotail, another Canine 17 Ripper, Canine 66B Lantern, Artifact Durandal, another Canine 17 Ripper, Yummy Surprise, Rahu Dracotail. Very happy with these ultras. Yummy Snatchy, our first copy. I believe our second copy of Lollipo Yummy and Cupsy Yummy. Dracotail Lucius, and then a Starlight Dracotail Lucius. So that gives us our full playset. Very happy there. I definitely want to build into K9 for sure. So we'll get to work on that. I do have a couple ideas for some variants. One that probably shouldn't come as a surprise, given my enjoyment for that rank 4 archetype. So hopefully once we start getting more of the main deck stuff, we just need pretty much Azuna, and then it's not Lantern, but the Aqua one. Can't remember her name, but it's the other level 5 dark monster they have. It's the other chaotic elements target for the deck. So we'll get a few more copies of her, and then we can get our full Canine core pretty much good to go. As we have the entire playset of Lantern now at the very least. I have a lot of copies of Werewolf too, I just realized. So we'll take advantage of those cards. And I'll get to work. I'll take a look at Dracotail. I have a nice little Dragon Maid core, so I might splash that in with Dracotails to see how that goes, but get to work on that. We have our full Yummy cards. Cupsy Yummy. Really stumbled over myself there. That was embarrassing. Anyways, we have our Yummy cards. Cookie Yummy way. I just like the expression on Yummy Snatchy's face. He's very focused on grabbing his little friend there. But we'll get to work on these 3 decks. Probably will be a while before we finish them, as I'm sure more ban lists will come out that kind of shift around how many quantities we can run of them. But on the topic of favorable Xyz archetypes, we do have a little surprise deck profile coming up, so stay tuned for when that gets announced. That'll probably be in the coming week or so, but other than that, we'll probably be back next week for another Alliance Insight box break. Stay tuned if that's going to be on Instagram or here on YouTube.